Hi, it's great to see you. We are going to be talking about injury prevention today. So I get this question a lot, and I was on a podcast, on the Healthy in Real Life podcast with the Fitnessista last week, and she asked some great questions. We talked about surgery and when it might be appropriate and when to use ice, when to use heat. So I'll put that link down below because it really is a great short listen if you want some advice about those topics. But she asked me about injury prevention, and I know this is a very common question, and especially in people who are active, they want to know, how do I prevent injury so I can keep being active, so I can keep doing the things that I want to do? So there's kind of two main tips that I have. Now, there's a lot incorporated with this, and obviously if you already have an injury, if you have a condition, a medical condition, you of course want to talk to your doctor and your physical therapist about when you might be released to do exercise. But this is just in general some good tips, two specific things I recommend if you want to keep your body healthy and help prevent injury. So one of those things is to get your body moving in different planes of motion. So we all tend to have activities that we really like to do, either out of habit or because we have done them in the past, or it's something new we're really passionate about, or maybe it's just something we're really good at. So let's say you are a runner and you love to run. So you are always moving in this plane of motion, right? We're moving our legs in this way, we're moving our arms in this way, forward and backward. So by constantly doing that, you're not training your joints and your muscles in different ways. Of course, you can get a repetitive injury, but really it's more about training all the accessory muscles and then also getting your joints moving and getting your joints stable and used to being in different positions, because real life and function is about moving in 3D and getting ourselves in all of these different planes. So if you are a runner, then something like Pilates or yoga would be a really nice complement to that, because you're moving your body in a completely different way. Same if you're a cyclist, you're kind of hunched over quite a bit and you're moving again in that plane of motion. So maybe think about doing something like tennis, where you've got your arm back, you're opening up, you're cutting and running in different ways. And that's a great thing to do. So think of it in that way. If you are doing Pilates all the time, so you're always rolling. So let's say that you love some of my videos for abdominal work, because I know people just think, oh, I'm going to do as much ab work as I can. Again, you're kind of making yourself be in this rounded position all the time. So make sure you're complementing that with quite a bit of back bend. Make sure that you're doing some of my videos that will make you use weights for your arms, because again, you're gonna get yourself opened up a little bit and make sure that you're stronger in that upper extremity. So think of it in that way. That I know is a real general term, but dance can be a great thing too. So let's say you're a swimmer. So same, you're kind of in that one plane of motion all the time. Get yourself into a dance class or even a martial arts class once a week, or some Tai Chi. You're going to train yourself to work very differently. It makes your brain work differently, which is going to challenge you, but it's also going to challenge your muscles, and it keeps you on your toes. That's a good thing for your body. One of the last things you want is to get complacent, and your body can get complacent when it knows that you run the same route every single time. You lace up those shoes, you put your headphones on, and you can just go into autopilot. You're not really challenging yourself anymore. It's a great workout and it helps for stress relief, I know, but you're not really gonna see huge gains. You're not challenging yourself. But also you're not challenging your muscles and making your brain and your body think and work together, which is really one of the benefits of exercise. Believe it or not, research shows that exercise can have so many benefits on our brain. It can actually help with blood flow, it can help with cognition, it can help with memory and understanding and all these wonderful things. But you need to challenge yourself like you would challenge your brain in other ways. So think of it in that way. Again, kind of that general category. Whatever you're doing during the week, make sure that you mix it up a little bit and just move your body in a different way. That's some of why I have my unlimited program, and I give my members a workout calendar. And so it'll tell them what they can do each day that does exactly that. We have a leg day, we have an arm day, we have a flexibility day. And kind of by following that calendar, they can be assured that they're challenging yourself, but also working their bodies in those different planes of motion. So that is one way to help with injury prevention. The second thing is to make sure that you aren't stressing yourself any more than you already are through your exercise. So let me explain what that means. So I tell people that we have a bucket, and so there's constantly water being poured into that bucket. And then we also have a little hole at the bottom of the bucket that water is siphoning out of. And if those happen evenly, right? If that water's pouring in at the same rate that it's coming out, your bucket will never overflow. And you think of your bucket as your body's ability to deal with stress. That can be good stress or bad stress. It's just stressors in general. Environmental stress, not getting enough sleep, having a really fun, awesome party, planning a wedding, getting a promotion, traveling, having a new baby. All of those things equal stress. And so even adding a new hard workout is stress to your body. Again, it's not necessarily bad, but it is stress to the body. So if your rate of pouring those stressors into the bucket is faster than your body's ability to get rid of that, right? Then your bucket is going to overflow. And that's when we have too much stress and our bodies can't deal with it anymore. And that's when an injury can happen. So if you are having one of those weeks, let's say that your baby is teething. Not that I know that from experience. Haha, of course I do. Let's say your baby's teething, so suddenly you're up 3 times a night. And then in addition to that, you are planning a family member's birthday party. And then you also have an upcoming trip that you're trying to plan for. So all of those things kind of converge in one week. That's not the week that you also want to go to your hardest class or lift your heaviest weight or work out every single day as hard as you can. You are adding too much stress. Your body can't assimilate it and organize itself around that. And so an injury can happen. Sleep deprivation is a huge one. Hydration is a huge one. So to help prevent injuries, you want to make sure you're getting enough sleep, make sure you're staying hydrated, and then make sure that you are doing an exercise routine or a workout for that day that's appropriate for your stress level. So if you are having one of those crazy weeks, I'm not saying don't work out, because at least for me, it's huge stress relief to work out. It helps me deal with those weeks. But like I said, those aren't the weeks that I'm going to try a huge, hard new class. I'm going for a really long walk in the sun. I'm doing a 20-minute weight routine because I want to lift something heavy. It helps me with stress relief, but I'm not doing something brand new, and I'm not doing that 4 days in a row. So I hope I explained that well, but really you want to make sure that your workouts are helping you deal with your stress and not just adding to that stress level. So you want to be really honest with yourself on any given day or any given week and plan your workouts accordingly. And doing both of those things, moving your body in different planes of motion, which basically means cross-training, finding something else to do other than just that one plane of motion. That, and then also making sure that you have a very good finger on the pulse of your stress levels and what's going on, and that you're not just adding and compiling that stress that your body can't deal with. Handling those two things are going to really make sure and help you prevent injury, which is, I know, what we all want. If you do happen to get injured, make sure you talk to your doctor if it seems appropriate. Find a great physical therapist. And I do have a lot of videos here. Being a physical therapist, I understand what the body needs sometimes to recover. And that can be a whole other video that we talk about, but make sure you give yourself enough time to rest, that you are patient and consistent. Those are the two biggest things and the hardest things about recovery, but that you're patient with yourself and your injury, and that you're consistent with your home exercises that you're given. And then you can get back into a great program to help prevent injury again. So thank you again so much for being here. Let me know in the comments below if this helped, and let me know what specifically you find as a challenge for yourself, whether it's moving your body in different planes of motion or dealing with your stress. Let me know in the comments below so that we can all kind of help each other out here. If you want more videos like this, make sure that you subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.